Hey guys, Kendall here with BlackOvis, and we are talking whitetail. Primarily my mid-season to early and part of late season whitetail essential kit. These are 5 items that I absolutely live and die by, and pretty much can take me through when I typically hunt late October into even some of my early January hunts in Kentucky, where I typically do most of my whitetail. I'm going to dive into each one of these pieces and talk about why they're part of my essential kit. If you want to know all the individual features about each and every one of these pieces, check out our other videos as I go over in detail each item on their own and why I love them. So as far as the bottom goes, my kit involves a Stratus Pant. I do jump down to the Equinox Pant if it is extra warm, which it was this last year on a couple of my hunts. But the Stratus Pant is really the foundation of my mid to late season system. Underneath I'm wearing base layers and or a second layer depending on how cold it is. I love about this pant, it's extremely warm, windproof with Gore windstopper, and I do love the oversized cargo pockets that I do end up using whether I'm sitting or in the saddle or standing at a tree stand. On top, I have these 4 pieces right here, and I use them in various combinations. I've got the Fanatic Hoody, which is a must for any whitetail. If you're hunting whitetail anywhere, this is a go-to. You gotta have one. And if you don't, you're missing out. Love the fact that this has a built-in mask, and because it also zips up very high. If you have the core lightweight hoodie, which I do run from time to time, it is nice, but it doesn't zip up quite as much concealment, and so I absolutely love the fabric on this. I love the built-in mask, and I do like the long tapered arms. They are a little bit longer. I'm 6'4", I have a long wingspan, and I find that this fits really well. So this is kind of the foundation of this system, the Fanatic Hoodie. Then I have right here the Celsius Midi jacket. It's kind of it's a synthetic insulated puffy jacket, quilted in kind of these squares. It has a little bit of taper arm. On the very end of the arm, it's actually pretty thin, and it runs with like a thin, stretchy fabric. You'll see this kind of same fabric in other pieces like the mid-season glove from Sitka. This is my insulation and warmth layer. So oftentimes I will run this over top, and this becomes my outer. If it gets a little bit cooler or colder, I will jump into the Celsius Vest, because I don't necessarily want to add thickness to my arms as a bow hunter, but I do want to add warmth to my core, so I jump into the Stratus Vest. If it gets a little warmer, I reduce the Midi, and I'm running the vest over top of the Fanatic pullover hoodie. If it gets even colder beyond that, what I may do is reduce the vest, pull that vest off, and I'm running the Stratus Jacket. The awesome thing about this jacket that they improved on, well, both the vest and the jacket, they improved from 19 to 20, was the way that it integrates with your safety harness. Let me show you, because the hood's attached on here. The safety harness in the past, as most of you whitetail hunters know, if you wanted to reduce a layer or add a layer, you had to actually unhook from your safety line, from your harness, pull the jacket off, pull it out of the tether, through the tether port, and then put it back to your safety line, giving you that instance when you're not attached or safe at all times. So one of the things that Sitka did is revolutionary, or a game changer, honestly, is they created a system that you can unsnap, and it has these magnets that pull that in place, and you can reduce your tether, pull your tether out so that you can pull off layers or add layers. So what I do is if I'm doing an all-day sit, like which I do during the rut, the temperature is going to change throughout the day. So I may start out with Stratus Jacket. Cool thing also about the Stratus Jacket, they added these ear ports, so if it is super windy or rainy, and this will, as it has Gore windstopper infinium, it will shed some water. It's not it's not taped, so it's not a full waterproof, but this will shed quite a bit of water, and I have sat through some storms. Got a lot of cool features like a tether port right here, or a port right here where you can put your grunt tube, so then you're simply grunt tubing out here if you're ready for the setup. So I'll start in the morning with the jacket. The vest typically is in the pack, the Celsius Midi, and the Fanatic underneath that, and then I usually run a merino core t-shirt. Afterwards, I'll pull the jacket off. I might throw the vest on, or simply have the Midi on, or pull the Midi off, run the vest with the Fanatic hoodie over top on the underneath. If it gets extremely warm, I'm running just the Fanatic. I'm down to the very base, and the Stratus Pant, because it's not a bib, still allows me good warmth without overheating. This system right here, these 5 pieces, are my essential go-to core whitetail hunting kit. And so I take a look at each one of these items individually. Some guys would say, I don't need the Midi because I run incinerator, which I do when it gets super, super warm. But the versatility across these 5 pieces for me, and then if you wanted to add a 6th, go to the Equinox pant for just a little bit warmer, I would say is the core. And honestly, a buy once, cry once, because they're not cheap. But this is the core of a fantastic mid to early and late season kit from Sitka. If you have questions about any of these pieces, want to dive into the extra features, give us a call, talk to one of our gear guides, or check out BlackOvis.com. Appreciate you checking in, and hopefully would love to hear your feedback on what your go-to Sitka system is for mid and early late season whitetail hunting.